My DoorDash people, everybody's good and well. I decided to, as you guys know, ones that don't know, I posted a video 3 or 4 days ago about how to get your on-time ratings up. This was an assumption that this was a very simple procedure that one could do to help yourself out while dashing and trying to be on time to merchants on a confirmation pickup level and or on time to drop off to the customers. So with all the feedback that I've gotten, a lot of mixed feedback, I'm kind of confused. I do know that they do have different types of things going on in different markets across the country. They have certain promos, just a variety of different things that happen, but overall we all generally should be on the same Dasher tier, platinum tier, or whatever tier system program. They do have the beta testing of the new overall Dasher tier program going on in certain markets or states. I'm gonna look that up. If I did find it, you're gonna see it right here. But all the feedback that I got, I had to come back and do a follow-up video, and we had to continue talking about this. So we're gonna try to attempt to figure this out, because there seems to be some inconsistencies and some problems going on, whether it's on DoorDash's end or on the driver's end. And I can definitely say DoorDash is not perfect. They do have flaws as well. Then you have a lot of drivers as well. And a lot of drivers have flaws as well, but they don't speak on those flaws. But I'm gonna take it for face value what most of them are saying. So with that said, a few things that I'm gonna do with this video. For one, I'm gonna bring up some Google information, and it's just Google, so I know how people feel about the internet when it comes to that, but it was just something that I looked up and it popped up on Google's search page. Additionally, I am going to do a talk over with the actual help topics white pages from DoorDash themselves, explaining what on time and late means, what it is they do when you do this, what it is they do when you do that. We're gonna go through it page by page. Shouldn't be too crazy, but like I said, this is gonna be a follow-up to the first video, just because something's going on where some people are saying, yeah, what you said is right and works, and then a lot of the people saying, oh, it don't matter when you do this and you do that. So in addition to that, I tested today, because a lot of people said that the process that I go through when I accept an offer, they say they do the same thing, but DoorDash never extends their time, so the time just stays the same. So I have personally taken anywhere between 2 and 4 orders that I arrived on time. I marked that the order was still being prepared. The order was given to me after the time that it said I was supposed to pick up. Then, once I did confirm the order when I was at my car or whatever it is, I did check this. I checked before I confirmed the pickup, and mind you, these are all screenshots that I'm going to be posting. So bear with me a bit on this video or whatever. It took me a minute to put it together, so appreciate it if you go through the whole 9, just with everything I had to do to put this together and do the talk over and everything. But I did screenshots of every moment from when I accepted the order. I did a screenshot of the details in terms of the time that I needed to be there. You can see the timestamp in the top left corner of my cell phone screenshot, so we can all be on the same page as far as what time it was, what time the app says, blah blah blah. But I accept an order, I take a screenshot of the screen that has the details as far as pickup and drop off time to the customer. So pickup at McDonald's, drop off at the customer. And I'm gonna be blurring out, or I blurred out all the customers' name. I do my best to protect customers in the sense, because there's a lot of things that have happened to content creators that have put customers' names and information out there and it didn't turn out too well if they didn't get deactivated. But take a screenshot of that, the pickup time, at the merchant and the drop-off time to the customer. I took that screenshot because I wanted to see if I was handed the order after. And again, mind you, I accepted the offer on the way. When the red light button came up to arrive, clicked arrived, immediately marked order still being prepared while I was parking and getting out. Took a screenshot of the pickup from merchant and the drop-off time for the customer. It's all on the same page. The orders were handed to me after the pickup time. The orders are handed to me after the pickup time. So the reason I'm taking all these screenshots is because I wanted to see the proof that DoorDash actually changes and updates the time from the time you confirm the pickup. Because I refuse to believe. Now, I know it works for me, but a lot of people are saying so. I'm just saying, I can assume a lot of people probably aren't going through all these screens and looking at all the data and information on these orders. But I personally took screenshots of each step so you can see. So then they give me the order after the confirmed time that I'm supposed to pick it up by. Once I did confirm the order, I then went back in to see the delivery time that needed to be delivered to the customer, because now I've confirmed the pickup. So now it's no longer saying what time I needed to arrive at the merchant or pick up from the merchant. So now it just has the drop-off time. And I take a screenshot of that. So now I have two screenshots before I picked up the order, and after I picked up the order. And the order is given to me late. And this is where people are saying, like, hey, the merchants, they give it to us late, and then DoorDash doesn't adjust the time. So I did all these screenshots that I'm going to be doing a talk over with you on, just so you can see 3 or 4 different orders. After that, it's just going to be the same thing over and over. So I don't want to have to do too many. It slows me down, where I can be making more money, but it takes time to do that stuff, especially when it comes to detailed videos like this. So I did that. So I'm going to be showing you 3 or 4 different orders that this happening, where the time changed, the time updated. Not only did it update, it updated to the same amount of time that they gave me for an earlier time that I would have been out on the road. So let's say DoorDash gave me, by Google, they gave me 8 minutes to deliver the order. When I finally confirmed and picked up the actual order after the confirmed pickup time that they wanted me to pick it up, whatever they gave it to me late, that's how long my travel time was then extended. So if I lost 5 minutes of wait time, waiting for them to give me the order, I needed it at 9:15 and they gave it to me at 9:20, they added that 5 minutes to my travel time, to the exact. No more and no less. On DoorDash's app, it changed the time. Like I said, I have no problems with this happening with me. It happens for me. The time changes, but I'm more concerned about the people that are saying that nothing changes. So just those few things I'm gonna do talkovers with, the Google information. Then I have the actual help topic white pages from DoorDash's website that's going to then break down. And then additionally, at some point through the video, I'm going to actually post my 3 or 4 different pickups, screenshot by screenshot, with as much detail as I can possibly give you to show you the difference in time that DoorDash does change and adjust to after picking up an order, especially when it's not on time, given to you. It's like I wasn't shocked because I'm not late on any of my orders. So that's where I really wasn't shocked. But for a lot of people out there, they're just saying that it doesn't work or whatever it is. And I'm just like, this should be just like general thing that you're letting DoorDash know that the order is still being prepared. So it really shouldn't matter which program you're on, whether it's the point scale or the regular one, rating system. Really shouldn't matter. So just bear with me when it comes to that. I'll be putting that together closer to the midpoint or end of the video, and we'll go through those things. But this is just something personally that I just did want to speak on. So I got a lot of comments. We went back and forth a lot between a lot of you viewers I do appreciate your time and commenting and let me know your situation. I appreciate the ones letting me know that it doesn't work, the ones that do say it did work. I appreciate all you guys, and I appreciate you guys watching and viewing the videos, of course, always. Without you guys, there is no me, so I do appreciate it nonetheless. Thank you. But that's where I'm out here doing my part, taking my time out of my day to do videos every now and then. I don't do them every day, so don't expect a video every day, because I don't want it to become a boring thing where I'm just posting just to post. So at that point, it's just like a views thing. You're not even concerned, really, to be honest. You're just trying to get something posted so you can get some views. And YouTube for me, well, yes, I'm monetized. Yes, I'm a YouTube partner. Yes, I do get paid. But this channel is not going to be the end all for my life. Some content creators are out here, this is all they do, and good for them, and that's what they do. That's what they do. It's the money they need. It's totally fine. Me, I don't want it to get to a point to where YouTube is just it. Like, I got to focus so much on it to get some views or whatever it is. And I have a day job where I make my money that I need in my life, to where this is all just extra money. So I'm truly here to really just kind of help and show you guys what's what. There's so much negativity out there, but there is some positivity to this door dashing thing, but you got to find it. You got to build it up within yourself and stop following people, generally speaking, some trend, or not accepting orders, or cherry picking, or this and that. I mean, you do what you want. You do what you want. Don't take that for face value. You dash how you need to dash. It's different markets, pay different amounts, lots of upside down orders. I get it, so you do what you want. But I'm just saying, there's a rating system there for a reason, and I'll leave it at that. But like I said, I went out my way to make sure I did all these screenshots and put them all together. I'm going to be very detailed. Try to circle certain information with the edits, just so you guys can see. And hopefully for some, I was able to furtherly explain what I do, to maybe it was some steps that they missed or didn't do. And by all means, if the stuff is still not working out and not happening at that point, that's a contact, reach out to DoorDash at that point and speak with somebody there. I know I would. If things aren't changing and you're getting bad ratings, which probably would equal to not getting as high paying orders as you would like to, that could possibly turn into like a class action type thing with DoorDash, because time's not being adjusted when you're letting them know that the orders are still being prepared. So I'm more on the side, like, just kind of crazy that, like, okay, if it doesn't adjust and they gave you the order 10 minutes late, now you're in the negative time to get it delivered. So that's where it becomes kind of like, huh? Like, if you had to pick up an order by 9:10 and they gave you 10 minutes to deliver it, but you got there at 9:10 and you're supposed to pick up the order at 9:10, and then they take 10 to 12, 13 minutes and it's late given to you, and you went through all the steps letting them know that it's been prepared. I mean, it's still being bagged or prepared. So by the time you did click confirm 10 minutes later, now you're in the negative time. Like, you're still at the same time that they're saying they wanted to originally deliver it, as if you picked it up on time. Yeah, that don't happen. For sure, that does not happen. Again, 9:10 pickup, and they're giving you the 10 minutes to deliver. And you're telling me if you wait 10 more minutes on top of that 9:10 arrival time that you were supposed to pick it up, now you're telling me that when you finally click confirm, now it's 11 minutes down. Now you're telling me it's a time that you need to deliver it by backwards, like in the negative. But now you should have been able to deliver it at 10:30 instead of the 10:20, but now you didn't get the order till 10:20. So they're just still telling you that it needs to be delivered by 10:20, and you took these steps. So that's what the crazy part is for me on that. When people say that stuff is just not working or whatever. But yeah, I know with this, accountability is a very big thing. So I know not, all of us, we're all not the same in the sense, in terms of speed, the way we drive, the way we walk. We're not all the same. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Well, somebody in my comments had told me that there's a lot of accountability that's not being taken up. There's just complaints about certain things, but not a lot of accountability for other things. Because it's like people don't care about their ratings, but then they wonder why they don't get certain orders. And you got cherry pickers only cherry picking certain orders, but they're still not making like the money they want to make because they have to cherry pick. But at that point, I understand, because the orders are so crappy, you have to cherry them. You have to cherry pick them, or whatever it is. You just don't end up having the best of ratings, because now you're declining 5, 6, 7, 8 out of 10 to get one nice good one. So that's the world we live in when you're independent contractor, and when there's ratings involved and your ratings aren't up to par. Because I've seen the difference again. A lot of people are going to care. A lot of people aren't going to care about the ratings. It's just about the money. But then the money comes from how good you are, how fast you are, how efficient you are. This rating system is not there for nothing. You cannot tell me that the rating system is there for nothing. Ain't no way. A lot of people just don't care because their ratings are bad. They then say it don't mean nothing. But to a person that keeps their ratings high and knows the difference because they've been at the top and got brought back down, then they had to jump back into reality and get themselves back up. Those are the ones that know one way or the other. But most people that just don't care about their ratings, those are going to be the ones that say, oh, it don't matter. Or they're going to be like, oh, I cherry pick and I make $30 to $50 an hour and this and that. And I'm just like, and go for what you know. If you out there making $30 to $50 cherry picking an hour, every hour, and you're cherry picking, which means your ratings are probably not the best, but you're making 30 to 50 an hour. Yeah, I don't know. So bear with me while I put these together. I will be getting back with you guys shortly. Just give me 1 second to change over, and we will go through these page by page, detail by detail. Again, Google section, then the help form pages from DoorDash itself, explaining the on time and late part, the details and what's what, which kind of clarifies a lot of stuff. And like I said, if things aren't working and you're doing these things that they say you must do to make sure they're notified about a late order, then that could turn into probably a class action type lawsuit type thing. I'm not trying to create no crap or anything like that, but if I'm told that I need to do something a certain way and it won't go against me, and then it goes against me, or DoorDash is not adjusting the time accordingly, then that can be a problem. Me personally, I don't have that issue. DoorDash always adjusts my time. So that's why I'm trying to figure out why a lot of other people's time is not being adjusted. It's the reason why I'm doing this stuff. So 1 second to change over, and I will get right back with you guys.
Okay, I'm back. So here we go. When you're considered late, exceeding estimated time, a delivery is late when the total time to travel to the merchant and then to the customer exceeds the estimated time provided in the app. Then specific time frames. While DoorDash doesn't give a precise universal number, arriving 11 minutes or more after the provided time or being over 15 minutes late can lead to negative consequence. Example, a contract violation. Okay, next. Factors that can make you late. Merchant delays. Long wait times at the restaurants are a primary cause of lateness. Driver actions. If a driver doesn't tap arrived at store immediately upon arrival, the wait time isn't logged and the system might see the delay as a driver's fault. Okay, next. Consequences of lateness. Contract violations. Being significantly late can result in contract violations, which can lead to account deactivation if they accumulate. Next, impact on on-time rate. While the on-time rate can be affected by late deliveries, DoorDash may exclude some ratings for factors beyond your control, such as extended restaurant delays. Okay, next, what can you do? Tap Arrived at Store as soon as you arrive at the merchant. Click the Arrived at Store button to start the timer for wait times, according to Reddit users. Okay, next, use tell us what's happening. If you're facing a long wait, use the tell us what's happening feature on the pickup screen to notify DoorDash of delays, which can protect your ratings. And next, understand excuse delays. DoorDash may excuse a limited number of late deliveries, and this is what I was talking about. 10 out of 100, or the last 100, I'd say, to account for factors outside the driver's control, preventing the on-time rate from dropping immediately. Okay, so now we're at the part of screenshots that I've taken for a few of orders that I've picked up from merchants. So this here is going to be a specific screenshot right after I accepted the order. You're going to be able to see the timestamp in the top left corner always of these screenshots so you can see the comparison of time. And then obviously this screenshot is specifically after I accepted the order. So I will be blurring out the customer's information. I always like to protect the customer's information just so everybody is aware, and that way I don't get myself in any trouble with DoorDash and exposing customers. So we're going to move on to the next screenshot. Okay, so here's the next screenshot. If you notice, it's 11:39. Pickup is by 11:41. Mind you, I accepted the offer and I was on the way to the store and I clicked arrived at store or at merchant. And at this point, if you notice, I'm not even at the actual merchant yet. If you see my little blue dot on the map there, I'm almost there, but not quite. But this is what I mean by I clicked arrived at store. Like I said, the pickup is by 11:41. It's 11:39, and I'm supposed to deliver by 11:49. Okay, at this point, again, I still haven't even made it to the store yet or to the merchant yet. And I've already clicked what's going on with this order. And it's already asking you what's causing you to wait. And I always click order still being prepared. If you notice, it's still 11:39. And at this point, I go on and click submit. Mind you, I haven't even stepped foot into the merchant yet. Okay, so if you notice here, I am still waiting. It's 11:51, a little over 10 minutes. Now, if you pay attention to the pickup time, 11:41, and still a delivery by 11:49. So we're way out of the even delivery time, and we still haven't even picked up. So this is why it's very important to make sure that you click on the last screen that I clicked, that you're updating them about the order, that it's still being packaged before the pickup time. Don't wait until 11:42, 11:45. Click it before. You know right then and there if the order is going to be ready at 11:41. Do not wait until after. I'm almost sure a lot of people make the mistake clicking that the order is still being prepared after the fact, but it's already late in DoorDash's system. You have to remember this is a computer system. So if you're not doing it before the pickup time, right before at least, then you doing it after is still going to mark it as late, which is probably a good amount of people's problems. Okay, so at this point, it was shortly after, right about then, it was 11:51 right then when they handed me the order. Now, in this case, they did make me take a picture. McDonald's normally does. It's kind of hit or miss with them, but they did make me take a picture in front of them. Again, take note, it's 11:51 that I'm picking up and that I'm confirming this pickup. Okay, so since I have now confirmed pickup, I am now at my point walking to my car or in the car. It's still 11:51 as I had taken the next screenshot. And if you notice, now look at the delivery to our delivery by time. Now it's been updated from from 11:49 that it was supposed to be. And if you want to go back and check the original delivery time, it was 11:41 to pick up and 11:49 to deliver by. So now you notice now it's been updated to 11:59 as the delivery dropped. So it did update 10 minutes later, which obviously there was no traffic difference. So it just updated the 10 minutes that I waited additionally to actually get the order from the merchant. Okay, and here in real time, as you can see, I made it to the merchant, to the customer's door at exactly 11:58, and the drop off was 11:59 as I'm taking my picture. So this here was the final screen before confirming that it had been dropped off. And as you notice again, 11:58, and the delivery time was by 11:59. So I did end up making it on time, which the time did get adjusted. So that was one full order that showed the adjustments pretty much from start to finish. I'm going to go through a couple of more orders just so you guys can actually see the exact changes for each order. I won't do too many, but I'll do another two just so you can see my process. And not to say that nobody is going through the process that I'm going through. And it's not to say that anybody's lying or not telling the truth, but everybody's telling me that no, it doesn't adjust, or you got a few people saying it does adjust, and clearly there's something going on across the nation or across the country where orders aren't getting updated. So I'm not quite sure what's going on, but I am very curious when this does hit my market. Whatever new is going on, I'm going to be ready to test it out and challenge myself just to see where people are in terms of this, because if I can do it, then that means somebody else can do it. So I took it a step further and I actually showing my on-time ratings page for this order itself. So overall, this order was on time. So it contributes to the 100% on-time rating that I have with my last 100 orders. So to break it down, the offer was accepted 11:38. Obviously, I accepted it and I made it to the restaurant by 11:39, so you can tell I was very close, about a minute away. I arrived. I clicked immediately. I clicked that order was still being prepared. At that point, DoorDash's computer system is registering that the order is just not ready yet. So then 11:41 hits. I've already had it clicked at that point. So there's no need for me to then mark that it's not ready because I already did it. So, of course, the pickup time, as you see, it was crossed out. It was 11:41. Obviously, the actual pickup time was 11:51, which was late by 10 minutes. Not that I was late by 10 minutes. It was just confirmed 10 minutes later than the time that they said that the order was going to be ready. So then at that point, I then get to the customer, since now I've adjusted time to 11:59, as you see it crossed out there for the delivery by time, which I then made it at 11:58. I'm up and out of that car, order on the at the door, and I'm taking that picture. Now, if you take your sweet time at any point of this process, you will, generally speaking, arrive late. So that's why it's like when you pull up, you don't have time to be fidgeting and this and that and da da da. You go on and get out of the car and go on and get it to the door at that point. And even then, I still had a whole minute. A minute's quite a while. Like once you've pulled up at an actual address, a minute is a good amount of time. So I just make sure that I don't play around. I get it to the door, snap my picture, and go on and click confirm, because the time does not stop until you click confirm drop off. Okay, here's my next order that I accepted from Wingstop. It was exactly 12:19 when I accepted it, and the pickup time was 12:24. Okay, so within that minute, I had gotten close enough to click that I arrived at store. Obviously, it was still 12:19, so I was only a few seconds away. I think I was like across the street or around the block. But either way, pickup time again was 12:24. It was 12:19. So the next immediate thing I do, and this is before I'm even parking, is what's going on with this order, or waiting for your order. Tell us what's going on. I then click that. Okay, and then that then leads, after I've clicked what's happening with this order, you see it's still 12:19, and I have clicked order still being prepared. And again, this is while as soon as that red button allows me to click arrived at store. So I may not even be to the parking lot yet, or I'm parking at this moment. Okay, as you can see, it just turned 12:20. I am pretty much inside this merchant at this point, and the pickup time is 12:24, and the delivery time is 12:32. To take note. Okay, I had been given the order. I got back to my car, and that's when I then clicked confirm pickup. As you can see, the timestamp above, it is 12:29. So it's 5 minutes past the pickup time that was originally supposed to be, which was 12:24. Okay, so yeah, as you can see here on my confirmed screen, I was supposed to pick it up at 12:24. It was now 12:29, which then was 5 minutes later than the time that I was supposed to pick it up. Again, originally at 12:24. 12:29, I confirmed it. At that point, it then adjusted my time from 12:32 to deliver to 12:37, as you can see here. So from this point, while I was on my way, it was roughly about 12:30, 12:31 at that point. So again, the adjustment was to 12:37, and just about at this point with that adjustment, that was what the GPS was telling me that I would arrive by. Okay, and here's my marked as delivered screen. It was supposed to be delivered by 12:37. I think it had just turned 12:38 as I was getting ready to click mark as delivered. So this was just to show you that adjustment to 12:37, even though it was a minute over clicking. Okay, and here we are again with the Wingstop order with my on-time ratings page. So as you can see, overall, the order is still marked on time. You wonder why, because all you see down below is that you're late and you're late. So again, this is the reason why I do the process and the steps that I do. I accept the order. I make sure that I click arrived at store. As soon as the red button comes up, at that point, I immediately go down and click what's happening with this order. Even I need to make sure that that is done before the pickup time. That is the key. Arrive before the pickup time, but if you do it earlier, then you can go down and you can mark the what's going on with this order and mark that the order is still being prepared before the pickup time. So as you can see with this, because it is on time still, the offer was accepted at 12:18. The actual pickup time was supposed to be 12:24. I marked that it was still being prepared before 12:24. At that point, the order was then picked up 5 minutes later than what the time it was supposed to be ready by, which is the merchant's fault, which makes it 12:29. At that point, the original delivery time was supposed to be 12:32, but it jumped to 12:37, which you see crossed out there as the delivery time by, which of course is crossed out and it's a minute late because I couldn't make it by the 12:37. I'm sure I was walking up to the door at the time of dropping that off, which made it 12:38, and I was still late by 1 minute there. But overall, my on time ratings, it made it on time for this order. Again, the steps, you have to follow the steps to make sure that you cover yourself. I'm not cheating or I'm not doing anything like that. I am letting DoorDash know at certain times of the order to make sure that I protect myself where the order is still marked on time, and you guys need to follow those same steps. But again, I can't wait until I get this new rating system that clearly other people have, or maybe they're just confused and it is this one. But if it is something different, I'm ready to challenge myself to see that I can get times adjusted. So I'm patiently will be waiting for this to roll through my market here in California. So with that said, I do appreciate the time that you guys invested to watch this follow-up video. Again, it takes me quite a bit of time to do the edits, patch in all the screenshots and blurring out customers' names and addresses and such. So again, I do appreciate you guys watching. Do like you guys, if you guys like the video, please click the thumbs up. Please share it if you know anybody that needs to see this information from there. And of course, if you would like to subscribe, please do. I'm always here to give you guys tips and tricks, any updates to make you guys aware of in this dashing game that we do. So with that said, I will leave you guys at that. Again, your boy C Moto, you know what it is. Until next time, peace out.